welcome to Growing for Good with Funding for Good. I am excited to say that unexpectedly we have a guest with us today. Sandy Rees from Get Fully Funded has joined us from Tennessee. And today we're going to talk about conversations with donors or foundations that you've never talked to before. Maybe you've met with them once or twice, or maybe you have a good relationship with them. We are constantly being asked, how do you build a relationship with a donor? How do you have a conversation with someone you've never met before? And so we said, we're going to role play and let you see what it really looks like and what it really sounds like so you have an idea for yourself. So we're going to start with a foundation that you've never met before. So I'm going to play the staff person from a nonprofit, and Sandy's going to play the foundation staff. And we're going to call and just have a cold turkey conversation and see what it sounds like. So imagine this is on the phone, by the way. So ring. Ring, ring.
Oh, hello.
Good afternoon. My name is Mandy Pearce, and I am calling with the Growing for Good Foundation in North Carolina. I was wondering if I could speak with a program officer about your giving priorities.
You know, all that information is on our website. I think you probably can find it there.
Well, I took some time to review your website earlier today, and the information I'm looking for might be on there, but I didn't see it. So if I could just ask one or two questions with the program officer, maybe they could point me in the right direction if it is on the website.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me get your name and number, and I'll have somebody call you back.
Okay. Do you know who that person might be so I could put down a note to know who's calling?
Good question. That would be Mr. Roger Under, and if you'll just give me your name and number, I'll have him call you.
Okay, well, I can give you that information. Do you know when he might be back in the office?
I think he'll be back later this afternoon.
Okay, wonderful. My name is Mandy Pearce, and I'm calling with the Growing for Good Foundation, and my number is 704-614-8703. And if I haven't heard from him by 4 o'clock today, would it be okay for me to call back again?
Oh, I think so. That'd be all right.
Wonderful. Well, I'll just look forward to hearing from them. And what was your name?
Oh, I'm Sandy.
Okay, Sandy. Thank you so much. I'll look forward to hearing from them soon.
Okay.
Trying to make that difficult for me.
I know. Well, I thought, let's make it realistic, because I know you've had this experience as well as I have, where you call and you're like, I just need to ask you a question. They're like, it's on the website. Go check. Not every foundation staff person is friendly or helpful, and I think that's really important for everybody to know.
It is. I agree. Most of the time, if you can find out the person's name that you need to speak with, you can diffuse the person who's trying to be the gatekeeper, because that was what Sandy was doing. She was being the gatekeeper, and that is a very real position, even though it's not a title people will tell you they have. And you want to be able to get past that to be able to find out who you need to talk to, so the next time you call, you can say, this is Mandy from so-and-so, may I speak with Robert, please, or may I speak with Mr. So-and-so, and you don't have to act like you don't know who you're asking for. So now let's see what it seems like when you've actually met someone before, or when you have set up an opportunity to talk with a program officer. That could be you met them at an event and you're like, hey, I'm going to give you a call next week. I have a program I wanted to talk to you about. Or maybe they said, shoot me an email, let me know what you want, and then I'll let you know something. And you've emailed them and they said, hey, yeah, this sounds like a good program. Let's set up a time to talk. And so you have an opportunity to actually talk with someone. So let's see what that sounds like. And I'm calling, ring.
Hello, this is Sandy.
Hey, Sandy, this is Mandy Pearce calling. We met last week at the chamber event in Newton. I'm from the Growing for Good organization, and I wanted to call and talk with you a little bit about a program that we have.
Oh, hey, Mandy, how are you?
I'm great. Are you having a good day?
Yeah, it's been a really good one here.
Good. It's raining on my side of town. I'm not sure if it's raining where you are, but staying in, trying to get some phone calls done today.
Yeah, great. So you got a program, huh?
We do, and I know that you guys have a grant cycle coming up in February, and it's the end of the year, and people are planning a lot for next year. I wanted to talk with you about this program that we have and see if you feel like it might be a good fit. I went to the website, and it seems like it's a really good fit to your priority, but I wanted to talk with you first to make sure it's something you think your board might fund before I put an application in.
Sure thing. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, so I know that you guys do a lot with the arts, and we have a ballet program, and I wondered if you would be interested in supporting a new ballet program with the purchase of some equipment they need to get the program up and running, like Marley floor that is safe for the dancers, maybe some mirrors and some bars for one of our studios that's not completely upfitted yet. The total cost is probably going to be around $7,500, and I'm not sure what your average gifts are. What do you think about that?
You know, we've just had some conversation about how we'd like to be providing more seed money to help programs get up and running. So I think this would probably be a really good fit for us. Our typical grant size is about $5,000, and I tell you what I can do. Let me share this with the rest of our team, and if we feel like that this is one of our top priorities, we might be able to squeeze that in and give you the whole 7. But even if we can do what we normally do with some of our other grants, then it's probably going to be in around the $5,000 range. Would that still be helpful?
It would, and I actually have some other foundations that I've thought about, the Walmart Giving Foundation and some other local community banks that would be able to help offset that cost. I just wanted to make sure how many applications I needed to put in the beginning to make sure that we're being considered in several cycles.
Yeah.
So that would be wonderful. Okay, I know that your grant cycle is in February, so I'll be looking for the applications to come out January-ish. Is that when they usually come out?
Yeah, right after the holidays, we'll have everything ready, and we'll be emailing out to folks who have gotten grants from us in the past, and then we'll definitely be putting it on our website. So check the website after the first of the year, and if you don't see that, just let me know, and I'll make sure you get it.
Perfect. I'll be looking forward to getting that in, and if you get it in and have any questions, please feel free to call me back, and it was great to talk to you. Thanks for taking the time.
You too. Have a good day.
You too. That is how a conversation goes when you have had an opportunity to say, I'm calling, or they have said, yes, call me and let's talk. And that's where you want to get with a foundation staff. And you will eventually after you get past that first gatekeeping conversation. And then the last one is going to be a lot shorter. And it's going to be a lot more comfortable because this is when you have a relationship with the foundation or you have a relationship with the staff at the foundation. And these are my favorite calls to make because I honestly can call and say, hey, Sandy, I'm working with such and such an organization and we have this project coming up. This is how much they need. This is what they're wanting. Do you think it would fit into the priorities? Would your board consider it? It is really that clean, that dry, that concise. And if I already have a relationship, they're either going to look at me and say,
that sounds great. We love that kind of stuff.
Or they're going to say,
you know what? I don't think that's a great fit right now, but the next time you have a good opportunity, let us know.
And those are the 2 things you need to hear, yes or no. Sometimes what will happen is they will say, I'm not sure that our board would consider funding that, but it meets all the current priorities and you are eligible to apply. So if you'd like to put an application in, feel free to do that. And you need to know, as a grant writer, that they are telling you, don't waste your time.
Don't bother.
They technically said yes, and it's not a no, but you need to read between those lines and say, don't apply. And that's one thing a lot of my clients will say to me, but they told me to apply. Yes, but they were really saying no. And you have to be able to hear that. Put on your listening ears, not your hopeful ears. So, yes. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us for Growing for Good today. We hope you learned something new and that you can take these skills back and use them to help your organization grow for good. And we will see you next week on our vlog. So have a great week. And if you haven't had a chance yet, go to Funding for Good on YouTube and check out our page and join our community of supporters.